Hello you guys, and welcome back to Stampaholics Anonymous. Today we are finally tackling the last batch of Kiko regular formula polishes. These are like purples and some pinks and some neutrals. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, there's a lot of neutrals. There's some browns in here also. Yeah, and this is like the last bunch, like I said, that we're going to be looking at. I have already done all the other colors. We're going to do it like I did the last few videos, where I just swatch these in 2 coats each on a swatch wheel in a very close up so you can see the formula and I can make up my mind. I'm just going to look at, 2 colors at a time, doing 2 coats, and then make up my mind whether I want to keep or, destash. So let's get into the swatches. Alright, so let's start with this gorgeous pink. I think it's a pink, but with more blue added to it. I really like this color. This is $4.96 and it's six. Jesus, the fumes are getting to my head. It's $4.96 and it's a straight up cream. Good cream formula, like always with Kiko. It's gonna need a second coat, but they usually do. Next up I have another metallic foily one. This is sort of like a rosy color, and it has a lot of glitter going on, and I think it's silver and pink glitter, and this is $2.60. Yeah, as I expected, this is like rather sheer on the first coat. There we go. Yeah, not really liking this one then. Moving back to $4.96. Yeah, this one does get opaque in 2 coats. I am really feeling this color right now. It's so lovely, I like it. I like it. I'm keeping it. Moving back to $2.60, which I'm probably going to get rid of. Yes, I don't like it. Like the second coat is not doing anything for the opacity of this one, so I'm destashing $2.60. Next up we have a very pastel-y light mauvey pinky shade. I kind of like this one too. This is $4.99. Only $3.99. But can it do this? My chair doesn't do that. Okay, ooh, wow, this is a pretty good cream formula. I like this like sort of rosy, like mauvey rosy color. I like this one. This is almost a 1-coater like I just said. Next up we have another purple, but it's pastel and it's, like a mauve. Yeah, this is like a mauve, but a pastel version, and this is $3.79. This is also a cream formula, and I'm already liking it in the bottle a lot. Yes. It's a good cream formula, not as good as the first one we just looked at. This is definitely going to need like a second coat. And I don't think I will bother doing a second coat of $4.99 because it's so good in 1 coat. I don't want to disturb it. Let's do like another half coat of $3.79. This is something you can only do on a swatch wheel. And I sometimes wish my own nails would work like this. Anyway, so this is 1.5 coats of $3.79. I like this one a lot, so I'm keeping both of these. Next up we have another like pastel pink. This is $3.77. Oops, there goes my pen. Also a very good formula. But the color isn't like really 100% my cup of tea. Next up I have a dark blurple. This is like a purple leaning really strongly towards blue. This is $3.33. Again, another cream formula. I think I've played around with this one before and I liked it. I do remember the number, so I must have been playing around with it. Yes, and it's a decent cream formula. Let's do a second coat of $3.77. Yeah, the second coat deepens this one up and makes it opaque, but I don't really feel the color, so I'm getting rid of this one. Let's do second coat of $3.33. Oops, Yeah, this one does get fully opaque in 2 coats, and I like this color, so I'm keeping it. Next up I have something a little bit different. This is sort of like a mauvey brownish base, and then it has like added brown shimmer to it, or brown or golden shimmer. This is 373, Jesus. Okay. Okay, it is a bit sheer on the first coat, not as sheer as I was afraid it was going to be. Let's move on to another color. This is like another one of those like mauvey shades. This one has more pink, I think. This is 365. Or more brown, I would say. It does remind me a lot of those Zoya polishes that I swatched lately. And it's a pretty decent cream formula. You could probably get away with 1 coat on this one. I don't know if I feel the color though. Moving back to 373 to see what a second coat does with this one. Second coat gives it more of like a true brownish vibe. And those glitters are like gold or bronze. I do like the combo, but I don't think I like this on myself. Let's take a peeky. What do we think? What do we think? It's not half bad. I think I'm going to keep 373 and then get rid of this mauvey shade because I already kept one similar to it, and I have those Zoyas and they're like way better. Moving into some more fun polishes. This is a pink cream base, I think, and this one has like golden and pink shimmer or glitters added to it, and they might be color shifting because at extreme angles they look golden, and then just in the bottle they look pink. This is 500. And the formula isn't as bad as I was I was expecting, because like all of these similar polishes have been like really sheer on the first coat, but this one isn't half bad. Next up I have another exciting one. This one has hollow. It's a very light pink though, or like an orangey pink also. This is 505. I have kept one similar to this one in the past, which was more of like a true Barbie pink. I'm going to pull it out here for comparison in a second. Formula-wise, this one is pretty decent. There's a lot of hollow in this one also. But I do prefer the other pink, I think, that I kept in, the past video. So let's do a second coat of 500. Definitely deepens up the color. Ooh, I think I'm liking this one. Yes. I'm liking it, even though it doesn't have hollow in it. So I'm definitely going to keep 500. Let's see a second coat of 505. Yep, and 2 coats is like all you need, but I'm going to pull out the other like pink hollow that I've kept to compare. So this is the 505 that we just looked at, and this is like the other one that I've kept in a past video. This one is definitely more like a Barbie pink. This one is much lighter. So I'm going to destash the lighter version, the 505. Okay, next up I have a periwinkle. This is like a very, very light lavender purple pastel. This is 338. All of those light pastels had really, really good formulas. Ouch, damn it. All of the ones that I've tried so far. Some of them were 1-coaters. This one isn't an exception. It is a very, very good cream formula. They do that so, so well. And I kind of like this shade also. Next up I have a gray with a hint of purple, question mark. This is 381. Sometimes it's so hard to tell in the bottle, but grays are like my absolute favorite, so you know what's gonna happen. First coat isn't fully opaque. I wasn't expecting that, so it will need a second coat, but seeing it on the swatch wheel, I don't think there's like any purple added to it. Let's do a second coat of that lavender, even though it doesn't really need a second coat. I'm just going to do a light one. Yeah, it doesn't do anything to the color, so this probably is a one coater depending on your application, you know. Let's do a second coat of the gray of the 381. Yeah, this is like my kind of gray. On the verge of being, you know, a black, and sort of with like a hint of color that keeps you wondering whether it's like a purple or, you know, something else. I like both of them, but 338 is not something I would reach for, you know, this one. So I'm gonna put this in the maybe pile. Okay, so next up is one that is like a darker version of this lavender one. This is 332. Cream formula. A very nice cream formula. I like this one, formula-wise. Next up I have another like light purple. This one has more red added to it. This is 331. It's also like a pastel. This one I do like on the nail. Very nice. Awesome cream formula. Let's do a second coat of 332. Wow, this is really good. I think I'm keeping it. And let's do a second coat of 331. Yeah, this is also a keeper. Just look at this great cream formula. Okay, keeping both. Okay, sort of moving back into the mauves. This one is 217. And it is a cream base, but there's some added, very delicate, like pinkish or maybe silver shimmer added to this one. It's a lot sheerer than I would have thought. So this, like the cream base, isn't as strong as I, you know, thought originally. Next up, I have another straight up cream. This is sort of like a pink, mauvey pink again. That's also pastel-y. This is 378. So sorry that some of these polishes are so similar. So I'm running out of things to say. Nice cream formula, not opaque in one coat, but I'm pretty sure a second coat will deepen this one up. Let's do another coat of 217. Makes it opaque, but I don't really see myself wearing this. So I'm getting rid of 217. Let's do a second coat of 378. It does deepen up the color and make it opaque. I like this. I kind of like this. I think I'm keeping 378. Moving more into the browns now. I have a brown, like cream base in this one, and there's some added like reddish shimmer going on this one. Really nice. I kind of like the color combo. This is 515. And if the shimmer stands out nicely against like brown base, I think I'm gonna love this one. Formula-wise, it's really good. The shimmer is really subtle though. Next up, I have a straight up brown, like a chocolate, like a dark chocolate brown, leaning more towards a reddish brown though. This is 227. Yeah, you can definitely see like the red in the base of this one. It might be a dark red. That's like so weird when brown polishes have like so much red added to them. Okay, so moving back to 515. Let's see what a second coat does for this one and the shimmer. I really wish the shimmer would stand out more because I do like the color combo, but it doesn't really, you know, stand out too much. I do like the color combo though, but I think I'm getting rid of this one. Let's do a second coat of 227. It might just be a dark red and not a brown at all. I don't know. It's still, you know, sheer and patchy in parts, so I'm getting rid of 227, and I think I'm going to move 515 up to a maybe. Moving into more of a neutral territory, at least for me and my very, very, you know, fair skin tone. This is 508. Good cream formula. Gotta see how this one looks on me though, because you know neutrals are hard for me at least. Okay, next up I have another, this is sort of like a darker version of the one we just saw. It has more brown and is a tad bit darker like I just said. This is 320. Again, good cream formula, will need a second coat. Okay, let's see a second coat of 508, even though it's almost like opaque in one. No, I managed to get a fuzzy in there. Awesome. Let's see how it looks on me though. It's not too clashy. It's actually like a pretty good neutral for me. So I'm probably going to keep 508. Let's see a second coat of 320. Also very nice. Second coat deepens this one up. Let's see it on me. What do we think? I kind of like this color, so I might be keeping both. Next up I have something that's probably not going to get like fully opaque on the swatch wheel, because this one is meant to be like a French manicure base, meaning that it just gives, you know, or like evens out your nail base color and covers up like imperfections, you know, like Nail CC from Essie does. And I think I've worked with something similar, and it's like really good if you want to do a nude look, you know, where it looks like you didn't put any, you know, color down before you stamped or stuff. So this is 207, and this one might just be, you know, a keeper for nail art's sake, even though it will probably never get like 100% opaque, like you'll see here. There's barely anything going on. Okay, next up I have another like light rosy metallic finish. The metallic sort of looks like it's a tiny bit shifty, but I don't really believe in that. This is 509. It's a good formula for a metallic finish. Not feeling this one though. Okay, let's do a second coat of 207. Like I said, I'm probably going to keep it because it's a good like base for nude nails. And it's a decent formula. It's, you know, watery and sheer like, but these polishes are supposed to be that way. So I'm keeping 207. Let's do another coat of 509. I don't know. It's kind of a nice color, but I don't really like the metallic finish, so I'm getting rid of 509. Another one of those mauvey shades, a cream base this time, and this one has like added shimmer also. Does the camera? There you go. This is 512. Very sheer, or rather sheer on the first coat. Next up I have another straight up cream, again another neutral sort of. This is 319. Good cream formula, will probably need a second coat, like they usually do. This is probably not my ideal neutral though. Okay, let's move back to 512. Second coat makes this one opaque. It's sort of like in the same vein of that like darker brown that I showed you earlier that had the bronzy shimmer, but with this one the shimmer does stand out better, but the polish itself is still kind of sheer on that second coat. So I'm probably going to get rid of 512. Let's see another coat of 319, and then let's see it on me, because I feel like this will clash with me. Da-da. Yeah, it's not like my perfect. I do like the formula though, so I'm probably going to keep 319 and make up my mind whether I want to, you know, wear it as a neutral. Next up I have sort of an oddball. This is like a purpley base that has like purple and silver and blue glitter in it. This is 524. Yeah, it's pretty sheer, like those similar polishes I showed you in the green and blue color range. Hope it deepens up, because I like the color combo. Next up we have another brown. This is a metallic brown. I don't know. This is 374. It's like a chocolatey metallic. Is that something I would wear? Probably not. It's a good formula though for being a metallic. It looks a tad bit cooler on the swatch wheel than it does in the bottle. Like cooler as, you know, color, tone wise, not, you know. Okay, and then another coat of 524. Doesn't really do anything. That's a bummer. There's also some pink shimmer, I think. Let's see if I can slap on like another coat. I don't think this will get like really, really opaque. You might have to put this like over a black, so I'm getting rid of this one. Let's see a second coat of that metallic brown, 374. It does look kind of nice, I must say that. I kind of like the look of this like on the nail, because it's so like rich and you can hardly see the brush strokes on this one. So surprisingly, I might be keeping this. So I'm putting 374 in the maybe pile. Okay, next up I have another exciting polish. This is like a purple and it has a ton of holo, like silver micro glitter holo. This is 255. Ooh. Formula isn't half bad. It's probably gonna need like a second coat. But it needs to be a tad bit thinner for the holo to stand out. Next up I have a gray question mark. It could be a green gray or blue gray. And there seems to be like some silver grayish shimmer going on. This is 382. Looks pretty nice on the nail, even though the shimmer doesn't like stand out too much. Could almost be a one coater, but I'm going to do a second coat nonetheless. Let's see a second coat of 255. Ooh. This is a really nice holo polish from Kiko. I'm surprised. Again. Okay, so I'm definitely keeping 255. Let's see another coat of 382. Second coat just deepened this one up like significantly, and I really kind of like it. You know, the shimmer gives it an extra bit of dimension. So I'm keeping both. Next up I have another one of those like metallic polishes with added glitter. This one is sort of like in the purple family, and then it has red and golden and I think purple glitter added to it. This is 497. Ooh, ooh, the formula is a lot richer than I thought it would be. The other ones were like really, really sheer, but this one is not half bad on the first coat. Next up, I have another one of those like neutrals, again with a cream base, and then it has like added gold shimmer. This is 371. That's a good formula. This is almost, well no, this is a one coater. The shimmer doesn't stand out too much, but it gives it a nice bit of dimension. Let's see another coat of 497. Ooh, wow, I really like this one. Why have I never used this one before? It's like really, really lovely. Look at it. Look at it. I like it. I'm keeping this. And let's see how 371 works on me. No, I think I'm gonna get rid of this one. I've kept enough neutrals. Next up, I have another straight up cream. This is a brown. This is 324. It's an okay cream formula. It's not like opaque in one coat, but it's also not half bad. Next up, I have another, I don't know, bluish gray, like a gunmetal gray. It's a metallic finish. This is 516. So it's rather sheer on the first coat. The formula isn't, you know, as strong as a straight up cream formula would be. I do like the shimmer in this one though. Let's move back to 324. It's a decent cream formula, but I don't really see myself reaching for a brown cream polish unless I was going for, I don't know, like a chocolate stamping look on my nails. I'm probably going to get rid of this one. Let's see a second coat of 516. Which deepens up the color, and you can really see that like shimmer standing out, and for it being such a metallic base, it's not as brush strokey. I think I'm going to keep 516. More brown polishes. This one is more of a reddish brown again. This is 226. I feel like I've swatched this before. No, that was 227. Like, oh my gosh. Oopsies. They're like so close together. Wow. But it's two different numbers. It's again like a reddish one. Could just be red. Like every red, it's pretty sheer on the first coat. Next up, I have another brownish one that sort of has like an olive green shimmer, and there's different kinds of glitters going on. Some brown, some gold, some, like I said, olive green it feels like. This is 514. And most of the, you know, similar polishes to this one were like really sheer on the first coat and didn't build up nicely. So I'm curious about this one. Yeah, this one is also pretty sheer on the first coat. The base color seems to be like a gray. Shimmer does stand out nicely, but you know, I'm hesitant to believe that this one gets opaque. So back to 226. Yeah. It's still streaky and a bit sheer on the second coat. It looks like a brown in the bottle, but it's like definitely a dark red. And it's still sheer. So I'm getting rid of 226. Let's do another coat of 514. Still sheer. I do like the color combo, but I wish they would make them just a tad bit more pigmented, so they could get opaque more quickly. I'm gonna put it in the maybe pile because I would be willing to go for like a third coat for this one, because the color combo against like the gray, which you can't really see in the bottle, I like this one. Like, you know, the gray with the gold shimmer looks really nice, so I'm gonna put it in the maybe pile. Next up, I have more like neutrals. This one is sort of like a sandy golden one. Again, metallic with some added glitters. This is 480. Oh, and it's a good formula. I wasn't expecting this. I'm not a huge fan of gold. It's just not my go-to color. Next up we have another like a really light neutral, again with sort of like a creamy base, and then it has some like iridescent shimmer added to it. This is for 79. Also again, very good formula. Both of these have very good formulas, which I was not expecting them. Moving back to 480, second coat, which makes it opaque. That's a lovely gold, like a warm gold sandy gold that I might actually be wearing. Let's see a second coat of 479, which makes it also opaque, question mark. I have to see. Yeah, it's sort of opaque. Huh. I think I do like the lighter one better. So I'm gonna get rid of 480 and keeping the lighter one, the 479. Okay, moving more to like baby pink sort of neutrals. This one has some shimmer going on, like metallic finish and shimmer going on, sort of like a pearlescent finish. This is 215. Pretty okay formula for being such a light polish. Huh? I don't think I like this one. Okay, next up we have another like pastel pink, mauvey, very light mauve or like a darker pink, 510. That's pretty sheer formula. I'm surprised by that because all of the other like lighter pastel ones were pretty decent in the first coat. Let's do another coat of 215. Yeah, no, I don't think I like this. So I'm getting rid of 215. Second coat of 510. Which deepens up the color. I've kept a few neutrals and I've gotten rid of a few neutrals. I don't know how I feel about this one. It's nice. But is it nice enough? Let's compare it to another one of those neutrals that I kept. So far I've kept this one, and this is the one we were just looking at, the 510. So it's like right in between there. It's a tad bit darker than this one. That was like a really good neutral for me, and a tad bit lighter than this one. So it's like right in there. So I should be getting rid of it, but I kind of like, you know, having the option. So I'm keeping this one, the 510. Almost at the end. I now have a gold one. This is like a foily one. It's like a cool gold tone. This is 274. Like I said, gold is not my go-to color. This is pretty sheer. Really sheer. Next up I have like a more warm toned version, but this one is a metallic or pearlescent finish and doesn't have any glitters in it. This is 481. And I have to break into another swatch wheel for the last two colors. That makes me mad. Okay, so this is one coat of 481. Sheer, as is to be expected with those like pearlescent ones, but not as sheer as the other one was. So let's do another coat of 274, which doesn't do anything. So I'm definitely going to get rid of 274. Let's see another coat of 481. Nah, I'm not feeling this. Nope, definitely going to get rid of both of these gold. But I do have a quick update. This one I was going to get rid of. This is 509, but I'm keeping it because I saw it dry on the swatch wheel and my eye was always drawn to it. And I kind of like how it looks dried down, so I'm definitely going to keep 509. Yeah. Okay, I really don't want to break into another swatch wheel, so I'm just taking the one from the greens that we saw last time for swatching the last two colors. And I might be putting something over something else too. So first up we've got another hollow. I don't know if this is meant to be a topper or if it gets opaque on its own. This is 271. It's probably meant to be a topper. but there's like too many non-hollow glitters in here for my liking. If I want like a hollow topper, I'm going for a hollow topper and not one that has like added silver glitters that don't do anything hollow. That's a bummer. So, and then we have this one. This is 228. This one says Sparkle Touch. So I'm guessing that this is meant to be like a topper. So I'm just going to try it on its own and then grab a swatch stick with a darker color to put it over. It's probably not going to do much on its own. Yeah, pretty much nothing on its own. It's just a sparkly thing. Okay, let's try another coat of 271. Don't yell at me telling me I'm doing it wrong. This is a glitter. You need to sponge it. It's a topper. So I'm just going to do a second coat. No, I have enough hollow toppers that I love and that don't consist mostly of like just silver. Let me grab a dark swatch stick to see if the 228 is any good. So I'm definitely, oopsies, I'm sorry, definitely going to get rid of this one, the 271. So I have a swatch stick that has sort of like a plummy aubergine kind of a color where I'm gonna try out that like Sparkle Touch topper over. Yeah, it makes it sparkly, but that's pretty much all it does. I don't know, why would you do that? I mean, it's kind of a nice look, but they're not like iridescent or anything. They're just glitters. Like, I can't even tell you which color of glitter. Is that like a nice thing? I don't think so. So I'm also gonna get rid of 228. So these are my 4 maybes, and I've already made up my mind that I'm gonna keep this one, the 514. And I did a third coat on the swatch wheel. And I kind of like this, like a lot, so I am keeping this one. It's a pretty ugly color, you know? That's like right up my alley, and there's, you know, different kinds of glitter in it. And I like it. So I'm keeping 514. And now I have like these left. This is the brown that had like the bronzy or reddish shimmer going on in it. Let me find it on the wheel. I think it is this one. So you can't really see the shimmer. Let me try putting on a top coat, because sometimes stuff on the swatch wheels dries so dull that you can't really see anything, and then also sometimes you need to add a glossy topper to see shimmer. I think I'm gonna get rid of this one. Oh great, I mixed it up. So the one that I just put the glossy topper over is this like brown, the 374. Do I have need for a metallic brown? I don't think so. I'm getting rid of this. And the one that I was really looking for, the 515, is on another swatch wheel. And I did just put a glossy topper on top. And in person I can kind of see the shimmer, but I wish it would stand out more, because I like this color combi of this like brownish gray and then the red shimmer. It would be so lovely if it was more obvious, but in this case I have to get rid of this one. Okay, and the last maybe is this like periwinkle lavender purple pastel, 338. I think I'm keeping it because it's a good pastel shade. Yeah, and I'm keeping it. Alright, I'm getting rid of 19 polishes and I'm keeping 23, so again I didn't do as good as I was hoping, but I still managed to make like a considerable dent into my Kiko polishes. I'm probably going to show you the wall again after, you know, destashing everything or swatching everything, looking at all of my Kiko polishes. Next up, I am probably going to do China Glaze. I haven't made up my mind yet whether I want to include like minis. What do you guys think? Should I be including minis? Because the minis don't take up as much space and they're like in a drawer, but it also means that I'm not using them like at all. So yeah, let me know if I should include China Glaze minis, because I have a few collections in minis that I didn't, you know, want to pay for the full size bottles. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna have to do 3 videos on China Glaze, or maybe 2 is enough. I'll see about that, because there's like a few that I'm definitely keeping just for, you know, having a complete collection, like the My Little Pony one, even though the, you know, pastels were poo. Maybe they're better now because they've been standing around on my shelf for a while. And there's like a few like all-time favorites from China Glaze that I'm definitely never ever gonna get rid of. Yeah, but like I said, China Glaze is up next. I'm going to show you the dent that I made into my Kiko polishes. I'm really proud of myself. Yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Other than that, that's it for today, you guys. I love you very much, and I will talk to you next time. Bye! Alrighty, so this is what we're left with. This is like all of the Kiko that I'm keeping. It used to be like right around till here, where now I have my, or some of my all mixed up lacquers, and they were like 3 rows deep. So I did make a considerable, you know, dent into these, and like I said, next up is China Glaze. They are also like 3 rows deep, and, you know, taking up, you know, a lot of wall space. And then after the China Glaze, we're probably gonna move into Sinful Colors. Some of which I will probably hold on to for like sentimental value, or for the fact that I didn't buy them but they were given to me as a gift. But I have like a lot of those like Kylie Jenner in the very back that I just bought to have them. And you know, not all of them are good. So after China Glaze, we're probably gonna do Sinful Colors, and then we're slowly gonna make our ways into indies, which are gonna be a lot harder to destash than those like mainstream brands like Kiko and China Glaze and Sinful Colors are. Alrighty.